Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with us. Please share this link with your friends to join us now. We will start in 2 minutes. How are you? How have you been doing? I hope your day has been fruitful. Let me share something with you. I am so happy at last, after almost 3 months being distant with the athlete. I can see them again soon. I am so proud of their commitments throughout the lockdown and MCO. I hope they will progress and do well in sport and life. I think as a coach, it's really important to teach athletes other aspects of life. They need to understand sports. It's a great tool to build great character, attitude, hard work, morale, distinct intellectual, and many more. And to me, most important is to be active and live a healthy lifestyle for everyone, not just athletes. So do any movement and sport that you love. It will surely make you happy. We're going to start soon. Do let us know where you're from. Malaysia? Which part of Malaysia? Europe? Where exactly? Or US? A friend of mine told me he will join us today. I hope so. And you can also tell us or write to us any question and comment to our guests later at the comment section. Okay, I think I can start very soon. All right, I can start now. Hi, salam satu Malaysia. Good day to everyone around the world. Welcome to our second series organized by the Malaysian Olympism in Action community. This second series theme is Olympism as a way of life, healthy living through the practice of sport. I am Norasila Muhammad Khalid, your host of today's episode. Our first series was held from the 7th to the 22nd of May 2020 with the theme of What is Olympism in COVID-19 situation? It was a great success for us to organize such a series. Thanks to all of you, the viewers, especially the guests and all the people from the Malaysian Olympism in Action community. The main idea for the first series was to uplift everyone's life using sport as a vehicle to embrace life in any adversity and challenges. We hope we have accomplished exactly that. We are on live, different time now at 9 p.m. As we all know, things slowly moving forward to our everyday life, although it won't be as it used to be, we still need to be aware of the directives came from the government and cautious about health much more these days. For that, our second series are focusing on staying active and practicing a healthy lifestyle. In this first episode, our guest is someone that has successfully combined in a balanced whole of quality of body, will, and mind, which is what Olympism is all about, and is now setting an example to her students in UPSI. This first episode with the topic of Is sport as important as education will be a platform for us to discuss her personal experience, insights, views, and opinion on the subject of sport and education. And at the end of the episode, we hope that the answer to the question, is sport as important as education, will become clear to you and me. So, who is our guest of the day? I have known her since we studied at University Putra Malaysia, and both of us were under the National Sports Council program. She was one of the most hard-working students athlete that I have witnessed, believe me. Her best achievement in sports was participating at the Olympic Games 2004 Athens. She became the first athlete in archery to qualify for the Games, and now she is a lecturer at the University Pendidikan Sultan Idris, UPSI, at the Department of Coaching Science, and at the same time remain as a coach in archery. Without delaying any further, I welcome the guest, Dr. Munrede Sutsi.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Moon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
I know you just came back from visiting your parents and eat lots of durian.
Yeah, it's musim durian, right? Yeah.
All
So,
right,
mhm.
that's good. And it must be something important for you to visit your parents. It has been so long time without having them around. Am I right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Shall we start with the question, Moon?
Yeah,
You okay?
we
Yeah.
start now. Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay. Good. So I've already explained just now you are a lecturer now at the university.
Mhm.
So I would like to know more of that. So what is your role at the University Pendidikan Sultan Idris UPSI? And I also understood you are coaching at the university. Can you please elaborate on that?
Yeah. As you mentioned, yeah, currently I'm a lecturer at Faculty of Sports Science and Coaching. Under Department of Coaching Science. So I lecturing subject including sport psychology, coaching education, and then beside that, I also active in a coaching UPSI archery team, as well as under 12 years old kids for development program with my colleague in Tanjung Malim. Before I become a lecturer, I was a full-time coach for UITM archery team for almost 7 years. After that, I involved with Pahang Sukma team during 2012 and 2014, a head coach for Perak Sukma team in 2018, also SEA Games during 2013 as an assistant coach for compound team. And at the same time, I was a part-time master student at UPM.
A lot of thing you're doing.
Yeah,
So busy woman. I can hear that.
yeah, I just enjoy it.
That's good. That's good. We should keep
Mm.
ourselves active all the time. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
happy for you. That's good.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you must be really energized to do all that. Yeah. We need a lot of women in sports. I mean, in coaching, especially. We already heard it from a few of our national coaches this morning, and also the panelists, especially from Marina Chin. Yeah. And that was very interesting that we should actually increase that number 20% to much higher. Yeah
Mhm.
percentage for
Yeah.
women in coaching, especially. So, all right. Are there any special programs organized by the university, and why do you think student athletes should further their study in UPSI? So you can promote your university now.
In our university, we have many program offered, which are educational and non-educational programs. As we know, as an open market program, right? So, for example, in our faculty, we offer program that related to sports science and coaching, physical education, and even sport rehab. Yeah. We also have a standard sports science lab for education and learning process, as well as physiotherapy and rehabilitation clinics. And beside that, UPSI also provide a standard outdoor and indoor sport facility inside the campus for student and athlete to build up their skill during practical at the real arena. Okay, so when they graduated, we hope that they can be a good trainer, a teachers, and sports science support team for their respective team. So as we all know, UPSI is number one educational university in Malaysia. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that's really important to teach the student the real life, what actually happened after they studied. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so I'm happy to hear that you guys have all this outdoor and indoor practice, yeah, for the students. Yeah, I think that's really important. And I'm sure you are doing that really great for all your students.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about that, so what is the advantage of students being an athlete and representing the university? Maybe you can explain better to the viewers, especially parents.
Well, there are a lot of advantage being an athlete at the university, such as having a sports scholarship from Minister of Higher Education, Minister
Mm-hmm.
Youth and Sport, and also states itself. So I believe that my university in Malaysia provide facilities and benefit of being university's athlete, like they can stay at the hostel until last semester of their study with exemption for hostel fees. Beside that, having a chance to represent the university and country in national and international level of competition, like Asian University Game, World University Game, Universiad, and many more. So we also do have MASOM, Majlis Sukan Universiti Malaysia, which is body under the KPT that manage in terms of sport and preparation of the athletes and coaches at the university level. So they will make sure that everyone was practiced according to the dasar pembangunan sukan IPT. Yeah.
So let me just ask your personal experience now, Mon. Yeah, have you actually represent our university to World University Game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about your experience, because it is something big? Because my experience, I represented Malaysia at the World University Game in Korea. Let me remember.
Daegu.
That was in Daegu. Yeah. Were
Yeah.
you there?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Okay. Can you please
During
explain me
Daegu.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I had a great experience there, and it was actually something that I won't forget, because I ran my personal best there. So maybe you can explain
Wow.
some of your experience there.
Yeah, that is my first university, right, in Daegu.
Yes, yes.
I managed to finish quarterfinal during that time. So we compete with world class archer, world class athletes, which is some of them is Olympian, and also the medalists. Okay, but I had a lot of experience in terms of meeting new friends, and then learn new culture about the other countries athletes. Some of the country when they finish competition, so they will have a gathering. They will sing and then they will show. I mean, all their culture, the way of their lifestyle at their country with us. So I think that is the best moment, yeah, as an New Zealand athletes.
Yeah, yeah. I also believe during that time we didn't have a huge team. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
were right. I was stunned
We went
by
there
the
as
way Korean, yeah, the way the Korean actually organized the game, and they even had a group of people just for each team to cheer the team. Yeah,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
exactly. Yeah. See, we did something together. I hope you did came to the stadium and support me.
Yeah, I went there. I
All
think
right, that's good.
mhm,
All right, that's good.
yeah.
All right.
I,
Well, we
I am
do.
your big fan. I am your big fan
Oh
during that
yeah, that's
time. Yeah.
good. Yeah. All right.
Uh-huh.
Let me just talk a little bit about archery. Although I'm not the expert, you are the expert. So we do know archery is one of the oldest sport in Olympic game. It was first appeared in 19,000, already 120 years. Yeah. Although archery was earliest evident dated back at ancient Egyptian and Shang dynasty. So now came my next question to you. How did you start doing archery and why do you choose this sport?
I started archery back in 1996. Um, Cikgu Halim is my first coach who introduced me to this sport. Uh, and unfortunately, during that time, my school has been chosen for archery development in Perak. 2 years later, I got offered to sports school Bukit Jalil. So I am a sports school student where our daily schedule is full with training routine and tournament other than study. So at the first place, I choose a sport. Okay, I choose this sport because I want to represent country and wear a Malaysian jersey. I wanted to be a national athlete one day, and who knows, those dream came true. So I'm so glad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really really good for you. Yeah.
Mm.
We have a question from Sharon Wee. Yeah, it's a long question. Okay, Dr. Moon, so nice to see you transition to new career after sports successfully. No doubt higher education part smoothly transition to new career for athletes. And she's just worried to choose to those who don't choose or have chance to have higher education. What's your thought, Dr. Mon?
Yeah. For me, there are some unlucky people, right? But they still have other part. Some might have other work, or some can pursue the dream in their own part. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay, what do you think about these days athlete? Yeah, you think they have a better chance? Different, it's a
Yeah.
little bit different than those days.
Yeah, of course. We do have a better opportunity nowadays in terms of
Hmm.
study and career. Yeah,
Okay.
compared to previous one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, that's good. Um, so what make you? I also understand, Moon, that archery there's different events. Yeah, because I had earlier a conversation with you with concerning one of your athletes. Yeah,
Yeah.
and she actually represented Malaysia in SEA Game. So my question was for you: why don't she change to an event where the event is part of the Olympic game? So can you explain about the event in archery?
Actually, in archery we have two event or acara lah. So we
Mm-hmm.
have compound and recurve category. So my archer that you mentioned is I think Fatina Fatiha, if if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. Yeah. She's doing a compound category, and her best performance is won a three gold medal during SEA Games in Singapore. So why don't she change to recurve? Because to start something new is not easy. Even though compound and recurve is considered archery, but I mean in terms of technique and experience is it have a little difference. So for me, it's not easy to change, or she might take maybe another 1 or 2 years to get used with the new event. So better better stick with the compound event. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is there any different with the equipment?
Yeah, of course. The equipment for compound um, there is a difference in terms of equipment lah. So the compound event, so we use a compound bow. yeah, which is more speed and can use for hunting and for hunting also. And for recurve, we use a recurve bow. Okay, and in terms of foundation, it's a little bit lower than compound, and the speed of and the speed too. Uh,
Hmm.
mhm.
Yeah, Moon, there is a statement by Coach Ali berkata, he actually says, semoga ramai pemanah di Malaysia terus perbaiki dan tingkatkan kualiti diri dalam pelbagai aspek dan lihat sudut pandang dengan lebih luas, bukan hanya sukan tetapi top up kualiti diri. Yeah. So, what do you think about that?
Mungkin wait I see the top up just now. Can you show? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So semoga ramai pemanah di Malaysia terus perbaiki dan tingkatkan kualiti diri dari pelbagai aspek. Ya, betul. Apa yang Cikgu Ali mention dekat sini, bagi saya untuk menjadi seorang atlet yang baik, yang boleh bersaing di peringkat yang lebih tinggi, kita perlu mempunyai banyak lagi kita kata additional skill ataupun knowledge yang perlu supaya kita dapat bersaing lebih efektif lagi lah. Di sini kalau kita tengok aspek-aspek lain mungkin tak ramai atlet, nak kata tak ramai, mungkin ramai dah lah sekarang kan, atlet kita yang dari segi communication, okay, ada lagi yang masih ragu-ragu ataupun kurang confident kan untuk voice out dia punya pendapat semasa latihan ataupun semasa pertandingan, di mana sesetengah country ataupun setengah tim mereka cuba melihat kelemahan atlet tersebut. Apakah kelemahan yang terdapat di kalangan atlet? Adakah atlet tersebut mempunyai kelemahan dari segi communication ataupun dari segi psychological, dari segi contoh knowledge. Okay, untuk kita mencapai satu tahap, kita perlu ada segala aspek yang perlu ada untuk menjadi seorang atlet yang baik. Bukannya kata yang berpendidikan tinggi itu atlet yang banyak ilmu, tak juga kan. Ramai juga atlet yang pilih untuk fokus pada pada sukan sahaja, tetapi mereka tahu bagaimana untuk mengurus diri mereka. Kan, they know how to manage themselves. Dia tahu macam mana nak dapatkan sumber-sumber yang ada di sekeliling mereka untuk membantu mereka meningkatkan lagi pencapaian mereka. Ada juga atlet yang sanggup pergi kursus, sanggup attend sana sini workshop untuk meningkatkan lagi dia punya orang kata ilmu dia dalam bidang sukan yang dicuri tu.
That's really good. Yeah, I mean they need to pick up other skills, not just sport skills. Yeah. Yeah. So now this is what we actually were talking about from the beginning. Yeah, where it is really important. Does sport is as important as education? So the next question is, did education make you a better athlete? And more importantly, did sport make you a better student?
Yes, I do. I think by education and sport, I get more knowledge. I learn new things in terms of theories and practical. I meet more people and I feel more confident, have a better communication and discussion with coaches and team, especially during and after training. With this, it could help me to improve my skill and fitness. level from time to time, as well as my study too. So I think education can help in developing thinking ethics. Yeah, and which we should plan our future, not just wait for people to plan for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. I mean, if I want to talk about my personal experience, I think
Yeah.
this also touches yourself, yeah, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
When I actually trained in Germany, I actually met so many athletes, world-class athletes, Olympic medalists, and they have PhD. They also study until PhD, just
Yeah.
exactly just like yourself.
Yeah,
So it's
in some of them they even can speak more than five language, and some of them
hmm,
they can speak to up to eight language. I like, wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that's so fantastic. That is so
yeah.
fantastic. Yep.
So it's actually saying that the education sport is as important as education. Are you saying that?
Uh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So so you do agree sport make you a better student.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Olympism is a philosophy of life which places sport at the service of humanity. This philosophy is based on the interaction of the qualities of body, will, and mind. I'm sure you have practiced this one.
Yeah.
So, how did you balance your time for sport and studies during your university days? Did you ever think about quitting sport to focus on education?
Um. In in the university, I have a tight schedule between my training routine and my study. So I have a timetable, yeah, and make sure to follow it. Okay, as in self discipline, commitment, and responsibility as a national athlete and university student, right? So I never think about quitting sport or focus on education only, because I really enjoy the training and competition. Okay, as well as study at the same time. Um, Sport helped me to be more disciplined, have effort and courage to achieve my target. Yeah.
Okay, you were talking the timetable does help you during your
Yes.
university days.
Uh
Is there
huh.
any difference? So do you actually have a specific timetable?
No, actually, I have a timetable for my studies. So all the empty slot in my timetable, I will fill it with my training. Uh, I mean training routine. That's all. Uh-huh.
So meaning to say you manage your time properly.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. So all your students should be listening to this. Yeah. So they should be having a timetable now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They should.
Yeah.
This help a lot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can you actually talk to me about what make you decide? Yeah, because you already finished your degree. Because I do know you at that time. We studied at the same university, and in fact, you also did bachelor science in human development. So, right after your degree, you did your master.
Master.
Uh,
Yeah.
so can you tell us what made you think to further your study to master and then ahead to PhD?
Actually, to get a master or PhD is one of my target from the beginning. Since I already have a master degree, so I decided to further PhD, as it is one step away. Other than that, as we know, athlete is a person like they like to compete and love challenges, right? So I like to challenge myself, okay, with the new things. So during my PhD journey, I really enjoy myself with study with my colleague, lab assistant in USM Kubang Krian. Okay, and still active in coaching and tournament inside and outside the country. And not forgetting, of course, my parents and family. Yeah, who have been always support me throughout up and down. And I just have to stay focused and get the job done in a time given. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. We have a question from Eva.
Eva, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
she's
is athlete.
a student, is it?
Borneo, yeah, from Borneo. Eva, hi, how are you?
Okay, that's good. Okay, her question, how about athlete who doesn't want to study? What's your opinion?
Okay. Is it you, Eva? Okay. So, from my opinion, sometimes we can force people to do things that they don't like, right? So, if they really choose to play sport rather than study or both, rather than study. So, so just make sure that they will give fully commitment on their sport and not just play for fun. Okay, try to prove and improve yourself to build full to yourself to the full limit. Okay, at highest level that you can, and then and become some and become something that can contribute to the country. Okay, there are many ways to gain knowledge. Okay, not only education, right? So success and improve or to success or improve ourselves. So sometimes what people need is just moral support and a positive vibe from people surrounding. Yeah. So we can't force people. uh-huh. So
Yeah,
just give them support. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. It's also a choice. Yeah, it's also a
Yeah. Yeah.
choice for an individual. Yeah, and what's actually interests them in the future.
Yes.
Yeah. We do have one more question from Stephanie Chok. She's my friend. Yeah. Okay.
Stephanie.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah. She's also a lecturer.
Oh,
Yeah.
lecturer in the
Yeah.
ITI. I know in
In
UC
Sabah.
Sabah, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
the question is this. Hi, Sila and Dr. Moon. It's nice to see you both here, and I hope both of you doing well. Thank you. What are your opinion regarding e-sport as one of the sport event in this era?
Um,
Hmm.
e-sport. Yeah. I also played e-sport during the
Oh,
PKP. Yeah. Um, e-sport is getting a good support nowadays. Um, from I mean from our Ministry of Youth and Sport, okay, and also among Malaysian citizen, yeah, it's actually also something good, yeah. As we know, it will be part of the Olympic game next year, right? So
no.
I believe during the MCO, there are many people involving themselves in esport. Yeah, we should look at it. Uh, who knows? We can get a first gold medal in Olympic from esport.
Okay, we have to check that. I have a doubt.
Ah,
The
yeah,
e-sport is already in the Olympic game next year.
next
I
year,
have a
right?
doubt. But
Yeah,
no, I have a doubt about that, but I'm sure it will be at the next Asian game. Yeah, they did discuss about it. Yeah,
yeah,
but we have to check that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, okay. But it's something that I always thought about also e-sport. Yeah, again, it depends on individual,
Yeah,
definitely. But my concern always is that people need to move. Yeah. So it's best that we encourage people to do movement. But I do believe in any sport they are trying to advocate that, encouraging people to be physically active. Hoping that esport gonna invent something like that as well. Maybe they will be doing an esport first, on the screen, and then they will be running as well, one lap track. I think that would be a great idea. Okay.
I hope they can they can follow your idea.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Moon. Is because of the university sport, there's a lot of sport and competition organized at the university. So, what would you like to see being improved in the university sports screen?
I think what has been done and planned by the university, by the KPT, MASUM or MSN, itself has made a positive impact over time on the development of sport in public and also private university. We as a supporting staff lah, who involved directly or indirectly, will always given a full support for any changes or updates recommended. Okay, because I think everyone has an objective to accomplish the same mission for the organization. Yeah.
Do you think we need more improvement in terms of the competition? I mean, there is a stages, inter college, and then SUKIP, and after that they will be selecting the best university student to represent Malaysia, for example, at the World University Game. So, do you think they need to improve on that?
I think what they did is, I think what they did is enough for athlete to to represent the university and the highest level, because now we have two big game in university, which is MASUM and also SUKIP, okay, which is involve university, public university and also private university. So I think the KPT itself always came up with new idea, and they try to do better for all the university student athletes.
Okay. All right. How about the education at the university? Yeah, you think that whatever program that university already organized, it also help the student to actually achieve a better result in their education?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Any feedback on that? Anything that you'd like to elaborate on that? Any activities that actually make the student better in terms of becoming a thinking athlete and a thinking person? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, university have many programs, not only sport event. They have, they have groups that involve with the association, with the organization, organizing the big game or a small game in university. So the university itself and also KPT always give full support to them to engage with all the programs that happen in our country or outside the country. Like they can involve with the volunteer, with the organizing committee, so and many more.
Okay. All right. I hope that answered the question of today's episode. Is sport as important as education? So what is your advice to parents and teachers out there?
For me, all aspects are important, no matter sport, education, or anything. Um, to improve thing, the important thing is ourselves. Yeah, how far we pay attention and focus to what we are doing, okay, to achieve our goal. Sport provide many benefits in terms of physical fitness, to have a healthy body and a healthy mind. So nowadays, sport has been given an extra credit, okay, to enter the university. So it is one of the activity that parents and teachers should pay attention, okay, give support and encourage them to involve in this field. So beside that, we can see there are many outstanding athletes and coaches in sport arena without having a high education and qualification, right? So what is important is the skill and talent that they have that need to be polished and enhanced to a higher level, okay, which they cannot get it or learn it in the classroom. So to success both wasn't easy, okay, but all we need is to set the target, okay, in everything we do with high disciplines, okay, great effort and hard work to achieve it, okay. So for me, nothing is impossible, okay, just try our best, okay, stay calm and enjoy throughout the process. Yeah.
Okay. So your point is taken. Set your target. All the student there. Yeah.
Yeah, just follow.
We have one question from May Lee.
Mhm.
And she's asking, what's the key factor in supporting the students' athlete thought out the journey from beginner to elite?
The key factor supporting the student athlete throughout the journey from beginning to elite. So the academic support from family, coach, and team. So the environmental, okay, the opportunity to represent the country is important. So I mean self-discipline also is important. Yeah.
Okay. And there's one more question from Dalila Abdul Bazir. She's asking, is it mental issue problem can be cured by participating in sport event? Good question, Dalila.
Mental problem in terms of what? Focusing? Yeah.
Any, yeah.
Yeah. Anxiety. Okay. Yeah. As we all know, in sport, we face a lot of mental factors, right? Which is we call it psychological factors. Okay. From participating in sport event, so for my experience, yeah, it's helped me a lot, okay, in facing with other situation other than sport, okay. So I can handle my anxiety better, okay. So I can, when I get nervous, I can cool down faster, okay. So that is those things that help us, okay, when we involve with sport. Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to talk more and also to get to know more about education and so on, everyone have to stay tuned with our episode 4. All right. So you as our guest should stay tuned for that episode as well. Yeah, Moon? Yeah.
Okay. I try.
Yeah. So it's time passes by so quick, Moon. It's almost
Yeah, so
45
far.
minutes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you like to say before you're gonna leave the screen?
Yeah, thank you for inviting me and having me with you today, Sheila. So for me, no matter what we do, okay, just stick with your plan. Okay, if the plan doesn't work, uh, so change the plan, but never the goal, right? Uh-huh. So
Okay.
there is the way, there is the way, right? Uh-huh.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Thank you so much, Moon, for being our guest for the first episode of our second series. Such a great sharing. I am sure all the students, lecturers in UPSI, and your athlete are proud of you. Wishing you all the best, Moon.
Thank you, Sheila.
Hope to see you soon.
Okay.
Okay. Is sport as important as education? Of course it is. Sport not just for professional and elite athlete, it gives so much more. As the founder of International Olympic Committee, Pierre de Coubertin quoted, all sports for all people. And Olympism seek to create a way of life based on the journey and joy found in effort, the educational value of the good example, and respect for universal fundamental ethical principles. We have heard it from Dr. Moonreddy today. It is your choice to make the best in life, and certainly sport should be as important as education. That's it from me. Don't miss our next episode, which will be on the 14th June 2020 at the same time, 9 p.m. A very interesting topic to discuss. Do we eat to live or live to eat? All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care. Salam satu Malaysia.